All right. This is the ENX2 podcast coming at you, pre-recorded as always. We're continuing to introduce the members of our team one by one, and we're still doing that. And right now we've gotten to finally, the last of our interns, our very talented summer interns, Kirsten Woodruff. So basically what we've been doing, I don't know if you've seen the other episodes, just quickly running down with each person how they kind of came to be at NX2, where are their studies going, how they kind of relate to this internship and not. And I guess the first question should be, how did you hear about NX2's internship opportunity?
So I heard about ENX2 through Indeed, actually. I was looking in February. So the very beginning of spring semester, I kind of knew I wanted to do an internship, so I was like, I needed to start early and then kind of find what I was looking for. And I was actually looking for a marketing firm to do one at, so I was like, it's perfect. And kind of I thought I went through the firm's stuff, and I was going through social media, and I was like, they're very professional, very creative. I liked that. I don't know. I'm very creative too, so I felt like it was very perfect fit.
Okay, I agree. I think you've been a perfect fit so far. Yeah. Usually, though, I don't know if you've talked to the other interns a bit. They actually, for some reason, wanted a marketing internship, but weren't studying marketing when they first started. You were the only one, which you would think would be the norm, but it's actually
Yeah,
not.
yeah, you would think they would yeah. I'm trying to think. Trying to think, high school, I took a publishing class. That's kind of where I got into marketing, why I wanted to take a major in it. I was doing like Photoshop, and then trying to think what else I did. I did Photoshop, and then I did CD covers and ads. So I was doing a bunch of different things, and I was like, this is a job I could do for a long period of time, and that I would actually enjoy doing, and that's what you want to do for the rest of your life, which is very important. Yeah, I did that, and then originally I had a double major in marketing and management, which a lot of people don't know. I dropped that beginning of college. It was just too much. I had take a whole nother year of classes, so I was like, it's just a lot more than what I wanted to do. So I was like, all right, I dropped that, and then sophomore year I got into social media, and I was like, there, I have to take a minor with marketing, which not a lot of people know that. When you go in the marketing industry, a lot of people look for minors with your actual major, something you're better in certain fields. So social media was mine. I was like, that's perfect. Because you look at all the engagement, you look at creative standpoints and different postings all over. There's so much you can do with it, and a lot of people don't see that, or I don't know, they don't realize that till after college, and they're like, oh, I should have did this.
Yeah, because marketing is a very general field that applies to everything from
Yeah, it applies
advertising
to a
to
lot of different things.
yeah. If you're well versed in Google Ads, it doesn't necessarily mean you can translate over to video marketing or designing a website or anything, even of the like. So you do have to have some kind of specialization, and it's really kind of amazing that you figure that out so early on.
Yeah, no, it's a very broad field. There's different specialties in it, and you have to be in some kind of specialty.
How did you come to figure all this out? Because I feel like you figured this out a lot earlier on. I didn't figure this out until I was already in the industry.
I actually I think I did a LinkedIn in freshman year of college, and I had a class where we were looking all through different jobs and looking at different postings, and I was like, all the postings have a specialty. They're all looking for something different in the marketing. You're in the marketing field, but there's a different specialty under what they're looking for. And I was like, so I need to go under something that I like doing, but a specialty in marketing. But
So you went through and looked at all the different marketing opportunities, and you saw this correlation between all of them. You kind of
yeah, they
figured out.
all have different specialties, video marketing, or you have COs. There's different points to it that not everyone's good with everything,
Was,
and it's
was
very
there?
hard to be good at everything.
Yeah, it really is. Was there any other option besides social media that you were leaning towards, that you were trying to decide between, or was it
um,
always social media?
I was leaning toward graphic design too. That was another, I was kind of in between graphic design and social media. The only difference, think why I chose social media was the time difference of taking it. So social media courses kind of roll into the marketing courses. for my college at least, graphic design does not roll into marketing courses. It's like the
Yeah.
art department, complete different like classes in general. It would have took me longer to do that if I did that.
Yeah, it's understandable. That makes sense. If you want to try and work everything into your schedule, so
Yeah.
you can graduate on time without like staying an extra semester or even a few years, because you can always go
Mhm.
back and either learn graphic design or trying to hone it yourself, which is hard to do with something that's more conceptual like social media. Do you feel like what you've learned in class has prepared you for this internship? I guess it sounds like when you were going through the internship opportunities, you weren't necessarily using what you learned in class. You were just using things you figured out yourself. It sounds like that's
Yeah.
kind of a lot of your story is what you yourself have learned just by looking at the sea of opportunities, and then also just information afforded to you by the industry, not necessarily what you learn in class.
Yeah, not necessarily learning from class at all. Feel like what I learned in class, like it has helped me, but also I feel like when you go into internship, you have to expect that you're not going to know everything. Like college is very beginners to going into your field. You learn the beginning points of it, like knowledge wise, but you don't like you're not going to know everything, and you're going to have to like learn a lot more as you go on to each experience.
Then I guess I think I can predict your answer to this next question, because we're talking about, like, there's a lot of things to gain from internship, but then also kind of comparatively to class, it seems like one is much more valuable than the other.
Mhm.
But then also there's still more than just the they like the I forgot the word I was trying to think of. But there's more to it than just like the everyday work. There's still the professional experience and the professional connections that when I was in taking internships, I found valuable. What would you say is like the most valuable part of the internship to you, other than say the everyday experience?
I think the most valuable part is like learning all the different fields like in marketing that I'm not like I don't know everything in. Like I'm social media, so like the different other ones that I don't know about. Like there's like, analytics and like CO, like there's all different ones. And then just like gaining knowledge from that and like knowing kind of how it works all together and like how it forms into like one unit for like each like client or like, company. I think it's very helpful in learning how to do that. And that was kind of what I wanted to learn coming into this.
Okay. Well, yeah, that kind of sounds about right. That kind of follows the flow of your stories, so to speak. All right, that was sorry. I kept having this idea of what I wanted to say. Say the kind of transition between topics, and I was like, well, let's just like word vomit and combine them all into one and see how that sounds. Yeah, okay. I really appreciate this. Thank you for joining me and letting us all try and get to know you better. NX2 is incredibly lucky to have you this summer. But that is all the time we have for this episode. So thank you for joining me today and everyone for listening. I do appreciate it. Bye.